What's up, guys? Welcome to the Beyond the Void beta guide video. Today I'm going to be helping you get more associated with Beyond the Void so you can start conquering planets faster. So let's jump into it. In order to do registration, you will have to sign up, and they will send you a verification code to your email. Use that verification code to verify your account, sign in, and you'll be good to go. So let's connect to the server. Alright, here we have the lobby, right? You'll see market, collection, play, news, game settings, and accounts. Market is where you'll be able to buy and sell, unique skins, maybe abilities, all sorts of different things that, you'll be able to collect. Collection is pretty self-explanatory. That's everything you own, right? Your skins, your abilities, your motherships, all that stuff. Play is play, news, game settings, and accounts. So they are mostly grayed out, but this is the beta. Everything will be coming in due time, so patience. So in order to get started with the game, we have to look over here in the middle. Here we can change our mothership. We have two options. Currently, this is the only mothership that is playable. I tried to play it with this one, but when I joined the game, I was still, this was still my main mothership, right? Here you have test. This is to play against an AI. This is the best way I would recommend, so you can kind of, get a feel for the game before you actually start playing against somebody else in matchmaking, right? Where matchmaking is you just have to hit normal game, and as soon as you match with someone, the game starts and you go at it. So we're going to start off with test. So before we jump into the game, we have to select our skills, right? We have three different skills: movement, offense, and utility. So for movement, there's currently only 6 abilities. More abilities will be added on, of course, as the game goes on. So we have movement abilities. This makes you move fast, and this slows down enemies in a specific zone. So I'll select this one. Alright, then we have offense. This time it was the computer's first pick, so he picked Electrostorm. This is actually the one that I like, but I guess, you can't have everything that you want. So this is a storm in a selected area that damages your enemies. And this one is basically like self-destruct. Like you'll see a wave going around the mothership, damaging all enemies around it. It's actually pretty strong, so that's not a bad choice either. Then we have utility. Right, so EMP disables all the shields on enemy fighters. Then we have minefield, where you set off mines, basically. Put them down, and if anything flies by, it's going to get hurt. So I'm going to select EMP because EMP is a good combination with Wave of Fire. First, you take out all their shields, rush in with the mothership, use Wave of Fire, and then Super Cruise, the movement ability. You just fly out of there. So hopefully I'll be able to show you that in the game. Now we have event cards. So they give you energy points. Right now there's only currently one option, and this is Space Pirates. This basically leaves random space pilots around, not pilots, but space planets around the map that are that you will be able to conquer. Alright, so we're going to wait for this to load up, and we'll get started from there. Alright, so before we actually get into moving around or doing anything, let's get familiar with the HUD. Up here we have player against player. That's pretty self-explanatory. Over here you have your planets. These are planets that you own, And when you conquer a planet, you'll see another planet pop up here or under it. At the bottom here, this is your abilities, right? They all have the set hotkeys and all that stuff. If we look onto the map is actually pretty large. You won't be able to easily just fly there by right-clicking there. You will have to use something called warp drive, which is really cool. I'll show you the guys in a minute. So looking at the map, the blue star is you, the red star is your opponent, right? So here we have the computer's mothership. The white, white grayed out circles are planets that you can conquer, right? So we have one here, right? This is my base right here. This is a planet that I can conquer, and this is on the opponent's side. This is the planet that he can conquer. Then we have the pirates. Remember the card that I picked out at the end? This basically created, pirate planets that float around. They have their own defenses, so you have to take them down, and then you'll be able to conquer it, build more resources, and so on. Just make your army stronger. We also have on the map harvesting fields, right? This is where you would have to build economic rings in order to build harvesters, and those harvesters will constantly bring in cubes, the space cubes, which you'll see up here. I currently have 530. Another thing that we have, there's a lot of stuff going on this map. This game, it gives the players the ability to do lots of different ways to harass, to take planets, to just constantly put pressure on your opponents while you're trying to expand. And you guys have to also remember, this is just the beta, right? The finished game will have way more stuff that you can actually do, making it a pretty competitive RTS MOBA type game. So we do have also, well, that's another pirate. Here's another resource field. And here we have, okay, so these are little resource bonuses. So you can fly here. They always have like a spaceship defending the resources, so you do have to fight off the rebel cargo in order to collect the resources. So once you destroy the rebel cargo, you collect about 200 cubes, right? And then I do believe that the rebel cargo does respawn, so you'll be able to come back every now and then to collect the extra resources. Alright, so let's get back to our mothership. Movement, right? Movement is pretty self-explanatory. You right click and you move around. Left click is not used for anything. Maybe somewhere down the road it'll be used for something, I'm not sure. So you have movement, right? Your abilities. So I did change the hotkeys on my abilities. I guess they're still stuck on A, Z, E, and R. Well, I mean, it shows A, but it's still set to Q. So if I'm going to use my super cruise, right, it helps me fly quicker. Wave of fire, like I was saying, creates an explosion, which is actually pretty powerful if you know how to use it at certain times. I'll be able to show you guys. Then we have EMP, right? So EMP takes away all the shields. Now, this is your special ability. This destroys all the shields of all the units in the area, so it's technically the same thing as that one, as EMP, but this one does not have a cube cost, right? This only has a timer set to it, 150 seconds. If we look at EMP, it costs 30 cubes, so your abilities actually cost resources. So you have to be very cautious on not to be overzealous with your abilities, basically. So we're going to start off by building an economic ring. Right, so an economic ring will produce harvesters, and those harvesters will start to automatically mine the nearest harvesting field. Okay, now while that's building, let's get associated with the lane. So this is our this is our main base, right? Then we have our first tower, we have our second tower, and then we have our third tower. And as you can see, we have battles going on. These are fighters that spawn on their own, and the opponent also has fighters that spawn on their own. And the cool thing about it is, once a fighter spawns, they basically warp drive to the nearest tower, because flying again from one space to another takes a really long time. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention about movement. In order to scroll the map, you have a couple of options. Let me turn down the volume really quick. Alright, hopefully that's better. So you can hold the middle mouse button to scroll the screen. I prefer to use the sides to scroll the screen. And another really useful hotkey, I guess, is the space bar. Right, you can hold the space bar and it locks onto your mothership, centering it the whole time. And even if you want to go jump back to your mothership quickly, so you know, if you're looking over here, spacebar brings you all the way back immediately. So let's go and defend the middle tower. Right, so warp drive loading, I'm holding the spacebar, and that's actually pretty cool. It's just fun to look at, I'm not gonna lie. So right here, you know, you have your defender. I'm not exactly certain how the mercenaries spawn. Hopefully I'll be able to clear that up and add it to another video, or on a stream that I'm going to be doing. So, you know, you have your fighters, you have your mercenary that spawns with you, and that's always next to your mothership. We're going to go back to our main planet, and we have different combinations on how we can upgrade our planets. Right, so let's take our mothership back to the tower. So what I'm going to do is, I built an economic ring, right? So if we look at the harvesting fields, we have some guys working. So I'm going to go more of a defensive route. If you build the engineering ring, it lets you build towers and defenses for fallen down towers. So if I do take his tower, I will be able to build my own defensive turret instead of his. You can also build defensive turrets for your harvesters, because you know, players will harass your mining fields in order to not let you, I guess, grow economically. So here I'm building an engineering tower. So the second ring finished building, right? So we'll see. We see the economic ring and we see the utility ring. It's there. So I'm gonna also do a second upgrade on, let's do engineering ring. Actually no, let's do econ ring. That way I'll be able to collect more resources quicker. Now once you build the planets, you'll also have special units, units that have different abilities. So if I push F1, and this does cost 120 cubes, so if I push F1, out spawns, oh, and there he goes, a healer. Right, so he's going all the way. I'm gonna follow him here. So right away you see our units being healed. That's my mothership. Yep, mothership also gets healed. And this is a very good offensive unit. Well, obviously because it's going to heal your units. So now let's go to conquer another planet. So let's go here. Right, all I did is right click and there goes our mothership. And we got our following guardian guy. Alright, so this one, we got to get closer. Okay, so in order to conquer a planet, we have to hold C, and it does cost 150 cubes, but my resources are up there, so I'll be doing just fine. So instead of going for more of an economic path with this planet, I want to go with more of a military path. I want stronger fighters. I want, you know, just a better army. So that's what I'm going to do over here. So while that is building, let's fly over to the resources, the resource bonus. Okay, so got the mothership and the guardians. There we go. That's the wave of fire. Okay, we're gonna wait for that to kill off the rebel cargo, and right there I received, oh wow, I received 800 cubes. So I initially thought it was 200, but I guess that changes. Now, one thing I didn't mention before was the swarm units. This is a pretty cool command because this gives players the abilities to harass planets, harvesting fields, or just whatever with these small with the small following spaceships that you have. So F is going to bring them to your mothership, no matter where they are on the map. So see, another guy just flew in. D is to a selected area. So this is where it's pretty cool. So he did get an engineering ring, but he did not build a defense turret, right? Like if we look at mine, I have a defensive turret. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna send my harvesters here, and then I'm gonna send my mothership to keep pushing the middle, right? And I guess he took down one of my towers. Oh, no. With the engineering ring, you're able to upgrade your towers, making them stronger. So while I'm pushing here, we have over here, my mercenaries are basically taking out his harvesters, denying him extra space cubes. Oh, our mothership's under attack. I almost died right there. That wasn't good. So let's use the EMP. Oh, it's neutralized. Okay, so that EMP disable. Oh, okay, so this doesn't take away the shields. Instead, this freezes your opponents. And so right here, see the mines? Oh no, that was terrible. But you got the idea. I was trying to freeze the mines so they wouldn't be able to attack my mothership, but that worked terribly wrong. So we're gonna wait to respawn. So let's continue building up our planet. So I'm gonna go with another military ring to produce stronger fighters, and there's a bunch of different kinds of combinations that you can do. I still haven't worked out all the different combinations, but once you finish upgrading a planet fully, all the planets and different combinations, they also have abilities. So this is the repairer, right? I push F1, it's gonna build a guy that does repairs, and there he goes. As soon as this one is done, I'll be able to build the little kamikaze drone bombs, the ones that just killed me, and they also cost a certain amount of space cubes, I guess. Let's conquer one more planet. So I still have my guys over here, not letting him mine at all. So his resources are going to be going down, and he hasn't taken this one. The AI is not the most difficult opponent, but it's a really good way to get yourself more associated with the game. So we're going to call our flyers back. So they should be coming back, I hope.
Control point lost.
Where's... Alright, now they're coming. I'm not sure, maybe I didn't have the hotkey set up properly. So the mothership doesn't attack planets, so you do need the defenders and your mercenaries to be able to take a planet down. So
Control point lost.
okay, so oh yeah, okay, they're attacking. I couldn't tell. I was wondering why they weren't attacking. So we have to wait for the pirate ship to be taken down, or the pirate planet to be taken down, and then we're going to take this over. So in the meantime, let's finish building our second military ring on this planet. Right, so we're waiting for the second one to finish. So we just killed off the pirates over here, so we're going to conquer this planet. Alright, now with this one, let's go with a different combination. Let's try the economic ring, and then we're gonna do, we'll do double econ ring. So we'll see. Oh, so we got this guy. We're gonna freeze him, shields. So I just completely demolished him. So I froze him with E. I took out all his shields with my special ability, which I should have started with this one first probably, but you know, we're still learning. The wave of fire, the explosion, so this guy's still sending his units, so there was wave of fire and completely demolished him. Okay, and then we have the movement. So let's go to the middle and let's start pushing. So I have a destroyer that spawns because of the military ring. When you build the military ring, the planet starts to spawn different kinds of units to make the pushes more powerful, to make your lane much stronger. So see, he also built a military ring, and he has snipers in the back, which do more damage than the fighters, but still not enough for my army. Oh, let's try this again. Alright, it worked that time. Somewhat. So we're going to continue pushing. Now this is the kamikaze drones that I was talking about. So I'm going to build the healer, kamikaze drones, and this ring, let's finish off with another econ ring. Even though I really don't need it, I have 3,000 cubes, but just for the sake of showing you another different ability, that's what I will build. So of course this game is going very slowly because I'm just trying to show you guys everything that's happening on the map and the different things you can do. But when I got a chance to play against one of the developers, it's a much more fast, action-paced RTS and MOBA, which it's actually a lot of fun to play when you play against good players. So yeah, so I built the repair guy. Okay, so here's his tower. It fell down. All I have to do is left click on it, and it's going to start to build a second tower. Now remember, this only builds if you have the engineering ring built. So we're going to upgrade it to the tier 2. So upgrades will go quicker. Oh, I saw the mine. So let's build the kamikaze guys. Hopefully I'll be able to see them. And they are, here they are. So see, they flew from this planet because this is the planet that has the 2 military rings. So then we have, I want to see them attack. I probably lost them. Alright, let's build more. So we're gonna build another one. So we should see them fly from here. They're gonna go up to there and then continue the lane with the mothership. There they are. Okay. Now these are cool. If you're fighting against another mothership, what I like to do is the mothership is there. It is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna freeze it. Or wait. I'm gonna. Oh, I'm far. I didn't even get a chance to do what I wanted to do. I wanted to freeze it and let the mines take the mothership out, but I guess my army's doing fine without that. So we're going to take over this tower. Alright, let's finish. I'm not sure if that does damage to the towers, but we're going to take this tower. And I said we're going to take this tower. Not yet, maybe? Maybe I need to build another econ ring, or engineering ring. Well, no, I do have level 2. Alright, so let's finish this one. And now for this one, we're going to do a double engineering ring. So we have the kamikaze, the healer, and this one, if you build 2 econ rings, you're able to set the cooldown on all of your other abilities by, I think it was like 25% or 30%. So let's finish off the last tower. He's building the kamikazes, but my push and all my planets are producing just way too many fighters for him to deal with. And if you guys can kind of see what can actually be going on while the lanes are pushing, you can be taking the bonus resources, harassing planets. So like this is one of his planets. I could go here and take it. You know, his harvesters, not let him mine. So I'm going to send... Oop, what happened here? Alright, so we're going to send my fighters. See, there they go. And here they fly in. Alright, so again, this takes away his resources. He can't build more defenses. And remember, abilities also cost cubes. So if you're harassing his resources, you also deny his ability to use his abilities. So here we have the second econ ring finished for this planet. I forgot which one it was called. So if I hit F1, F2, it built the healer, the kamikaze, and now if I hit F3, see the cooldown just greatly decreased on all of them, giving me the ability to constantly build more, put more pressure, and so on. So I'm going to do it again. Okay, so this ring finished. Let's finish up the last engineering ring. And as you can see, this huge blue line of destruction going towards my opponent's base. But again, this is the computer, so it wasn't that much of a challenge. So let's fly in with the mothership. Okay, so I have these guys still guarding his harvesting field. Now, a cool thing that you can do is once you take a harvesting field, you can build your own tower. So for your opponent to have to take the resource field back, he's going to have to fight through the tower. And while he's fighting the tower, that gives you time to bring your reinforcements to be able to fight off his mothership before he kills the tower, or even when he kills the tower. It's better to lose that than losing harvesters, or just purely to constantly deny him from collecting resources. See, he's trying, but it's not working. So let's call all our units back to the mothership. This is cool. And then so we're flying back. Here we have the mothership. He's trying to do something with those kamikaze drones, but we're gonna push and we're gonna finish it off. So he has all his units right there. So then we're gonna... There we go. Alright, I'm gonna constantly keep building. Okay, so here's another unit that's actually pretty cool. When I wasn't paying attention, so when you build 2 engineering rings, you build a shield spaceship guy, basically. So if you have a guy who, here, it'll be easier to explain once I can show him. Where is he? So that's the healer. Alright, let's just build another one. And... oh, okay, so this is not what I was thinking. There's a different combination to build the spaceship that provides shields. But this guy, he's just a thing of destruction. Anything that goes near it, he flies by. He's always blowing up and causing this wave of damage, so he's a good lane pushing unit. So then we have the healer. Let's finish upgrading everything. Let's just keep sending everything his way. I want to fly out quick. Alright, and then we finish off our opponents. I can't see the mothership. I want to freeze him. There he is. Oh, got him. Alright, we're gonna keep building everything. And see, all of his units are... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, that worked. Almost. So that's basically it for the game. There's a lot of stuff that is going on the map when you first started. At first it's a little bit overwhelming, but once you get into it, once you can kind of see the different strategies that you can build and use to counter your opponents and harass your opponents, this game brings a lot of different ways to actually play it. So yeah, that's about it. Hope you found this video helpful, and I'll see you guys in matchmaking. See ya.